Uh, Yesterday I was adding the copper inside the system that I created here for the mining. So today I'm going to continue with that to set up the blueprints properly. So let's see where did we stop yesterday. So we were in the shopping. We reset the shopping hits. We trace the resources. We hit. Here it's called hitting trees, but we are here in the chopping. I don't want the chopping. I want this one, the mining. So basically hitting rocks. Reset mining hits, hitting rocks. So he sees when we hit the rock and we hit the copper, and he create two lists for them. And these two lists will be entered here to find which one is the closest. So we find which copper is closest and which rock is closest. So my approach here is mainly to I could put the copper and the rock in the same group, the same list, but I had to separate between both these lists because in case I'm hitting both a rock and a copper, and the copper is closer to me, but yet I'm holding pickaxe from first tier. And if so, then I will have to, instead of choosing the closest copper to hit, I need to choose the closest rock. Yeah, like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now we have which copper item is the closest, what the component. So basically the copper item is the code that links the copper component, or like the variable that links the copper component with the copper location and the copper distance. So this is the code that links all those three together. And now we find the closest. What next? As I said last time, I did this entire system for the chopping. So because of that, I'm duplicating this while explaining what I did in the chopping and converting it into mining. Mostly the same. There's some stuff are different, like there is no log gonna spawn from it, or stump that gonna stay after you cut the rock. So that's why it's kind of the same, but not exactly. There's some variation. So now at this point, I'm gonna copy this whole code that left here from the chopping, and I'm gonna add it to the mining. I'm gonna go through it piece by piece here. Okay. So what we first trace is, now we have which copper is the closest to the character, which copper that been hit is the closest, and which rock that been hit closest. Now we need to trace the tier of the axe. Well, here now we have pickaxe. So if it's tier 1, in this case, you need to chop only, you choose only the rock to make it to get chopped. You will ignore the copper. If it's tier 2, then you will pick up the copper in case the copper is the closest. So yeah, just fix that to make it perfectly aligned against this one. Yeah, like this. Okay. So if it's tier 2, which is if it's copper pickaxe, then we're gonna get the closest, gonna compare if the rock or the copper distance are the closest. So to see which one is the closest to the character. So here is the copper, which is in our case birch, and the rock. So now we will see which one is the closest. The copper, if the here if the copper is closest than the rock, then check. Ah, okay, this is yes. Do we have birch tree that is closer? Do we have copper that is closer to the player than the rock? In that case, yes, the copper is closer. Then is that birch tree is closer than player than any other lock? So here we don't have either locks or stump, so we're gonna ignore this one. Yes, then chop the tree. No, then closer actor. So I don't need this. This is all for the stump, as you can see. So I'm going to remove this part. No, then the closest actor, log or stump is blah blah blah. Yes, then check what is log or stump, blah blah. Chopping birch, chopping birch log 2, chopping birch stump 2. I don't need entire code here. It's not necessary. So I will stick with this. So if the no, not the, also this one. So if the copper is closer to the player than the rock, then mine the copper. And mine the copper. As simple as that. Here I'm gonna call it mining copper. Okay. So what mining copper means get the closest copper item location this is we need to spawn the effects. So chopping dust. Okay. So you add the visual effects, the Niagara system, this one. What was it? Basically creates an actor, which just creates a smoke and then destroys it. That's it. Construction, there's nothing. So this blueprint, it just creates smoke as an actor and then destroys itself. So you create the smoke on the copper item location at the point that you hit, and then you see the closest copper component, and we see if this closest copper component contains the BPI copper interaction. Okay, if the closest one contains this BPI interaction, and the closest copper item is not equal to what is the closest item? Now we need to figure this one out. So let's Okay. Yeah, makes sense. So what I need to do is I need to distinguish if this item is being hit once or twice, because if I hit it, I just need when I hit it once, the character will rotate toward that. That's how I programmed it. The character will rotate toward the rock and continue hit it. And I don't want every time you hit, the character will rotate differently based on the hit point that it got. So that's why I made it that only when we hit it the first time, that when the character reset his position and face the part that he hits it and keeps hitting it again. So yeah, that that would be it. So that's why we had like a temporary closest item variable. Let's see what's the default value of it. Closest item. Ah, the default value is 0 because it's an integer. Okay, cool. So it's 0. First of all, he will see like, yeah, the closest item definitely not equals 0. So, and the copper is contain this interface. So he will say true. So now we set the closest item the same amount as the closest rock item. So in this case, when I hit it again, now the closest item will be equal to the closest rock item will be equal to the closest item, because I in the first hit I already set it this way. So now we're gonna set this. Of course, you see here birch, because this is it was when I used it for the trees. So now I'm replacing the birch, which is the tier 2 trees, with the tier 2 mine, with the tier 2 rock. So now closest copper item. Yeah, from closest copper item. Why here I decided rock? We were doing mining copper, sorry. So this closest copper item here also. You see, sometimes if you just slip like this, something will mess everything up, and it might take you like a couple days just to figure out that I just made this by mistake copper item instead of rock item, because he won't see it. Yeah. So now, in case true or false, you always set the copper item as the closest item now. And if it's true, as we said, true, it means this is the first time we hit this tree. So I need to rotate the character toward that tree, because you see in my game it's a little bit not not grid based, so it's a different rotation. You can hit in any direction. There is not set up angle that you can hit with it. So that's why, for example, here I can hit it. I can hit this tree while I'm here, like looking this way. I hit it, but you see now it turned toward the tree, and now I can continue hit it normally. So that was the plan. So here, same thing. If I look this way and I hit the tree, now it rotates and it gets the distance in a way that now I can continue hit it without any trouble. Because it will be weird, like you are inside the tree and you are hitting it and you're colliding with it and so on and so forth. So I want to apply the same thing for the copper. So I will just I think in this case, I won't change the position, because I did the position changing for the trees because you can overlap with it. You see this effect that I made, that you can walk inside the jungle, like, and the trees will you know, change. This is basically, I made it as as a shader for the movement of the tree. So there was too much work regarding the tree programming, and it will be way easier to do it for the copper. So now, using the copper item name and the location and its location, I create a function that is chopping new location and rotation. It's written wrong. There's no n. Chopping new location and rotation. This might, let's see if this only works on the trees. If not, I can make it general to everything. So if you have any problem, reset it to 100. Yeah, normalize vector. This is basically just to change the position, new location. I just want to change the new rotation component. Get actor. Yeah, this is not necessary. So this one's called chopping new location and rotation. I'm just gonna call it not chopping. Farming, not farming also. Does this work on chopping and mining? Farming. Yeah, I could call it farming, but I had a new system, another system, which is farming system. I'm gonna call it getting adjusting character, location, and rotation. That will be it. I'm gonna call it adjusting character, location, and adjusting AO. Is that our character code name, at least in the, yeah. So now it's adjusting AO, okay, rotation and location. So I'm not gonna change the item location. What is the closest item location? Item rotation. I'm not gonna change not gonna change the item location for the mining. I'm just gonna make it rotate toward the hit. Yeah. But I'm gonna keep it on the side because you never know if something goes wrong. So keep it here. And move component to I'm gonna use the character components. Get the active location. Get active location. Okay, because he's gonna keep his location, but he will rotate toward the new rotation. Okay, hitting same item, reset it. Yep, hitting same item, reset. Lock damage range, interesting. But what will set our damage? How did I set the damage in the first place? Let's see. Set damage. Equipment. Ah, this is when we equip something. Yeah. Oh yeah, so based on the equipment that I have, he gets the damage that it is from the data asset. Yep. So where's the inventory? Items. Copper pickaxe. So this is the copper pickaxe. And where's the damage? This is the damage. So it takes the damage from the data assets. It always changes every time. This is basically the function that I equip item with it. So you have items that equip in the strong hand, you have weak hand, you have the knowledge, helmet, chest, gloves, and everything. So here you will set the tier and the damage. Okay, cool. So here this is set, and we set the lock also. Is it the lock? I think the lock is based on the item that we equip on the knowledge, right? Yeah, but I didn't work on the lock yet. Lock so far is just a variable, so nothing set for now. When I'm gonna start working on the knowledge, which is like all the talisman and the thing that the character wears, so you can find a book and you can equip this book, and this book will give you either a better chance to get hitting damage for the enemy, or more luck, or you know, some buffs that gives you by equipping certain amulets and certain rings and having certain books and guides. So that will affect your luck and will affect all the other status of your character. But I think so far the lock is static. So yeah, there's no set lock. What do I have the lock? I put it here. Lock. Put the default value. 0.2. Lock damage range. Ah, this is the function that even the lock, it got range, so 0.2 will increase by 10 and minus 10, so it will have a range for the lock. Try to randomize it as much as I can. Okay, so we got the lock damage range. You add the damage and you add the lock to it. Hi, artist girl. Hello. What kind of art do you work? 2D artist, 3D artist? So now this one, drawing. Nice. You can join my Discord if you want. Share some of your drawing there. I also share some of the sketches of the game, like the early design for the characters, and you see I'm making my own game, so I had sketches for the characters and some sketches for the environment. There's nothing good, not too good. You just keep practicing. Art is about what you the thing that you want to express. So there's no such a thing that art is not good. You can express your artistic feeling by poetry, by drawing, by sport, by anything. Just be creative. That's the point of it. So don't worry about it. Okay, now we have the random range of the damage. So see here, if you have a lock, your lock high, your chance of having a higher range of the damage that you are causing to the rock is higher. If it's low, then it's lower. So instead of hitting 20, you'll hit 10 or 5. And that's the thing when you see here, if I start chopping, see a number, this is 19, green. So it means it's high on the end part of the lock. And if you see it red, it's on the lower part. So this is 14. 6 is very bad. And I made also something like if you hit the lowest amount of luck, I guess 4 is the lowest or 2, then you'll have something like bad luck. It says bad luck. I want to give you something, but I'm too young. Just if you want to give me something, just follow and watch my YouTube channel. I have a lot of videos talking about game development and about my game, my journey. You can follow those, like, subscribe, and and join my Discord. It's called Junkland Tales, which is the name of the game. So basically, you can find the link to it in my videos. So you just follow this link and you'll be there. And we can chat there if you want. Or DM me on TikTok. Yeah, then YouTube and TikTok. You can send me there. Where are you from? So now we have to send a message to. So after we did the hits and we recorded it, and we know what the damage is, and we know which item that need to be hit, then we send the message to the blueprint interface. This is the interface that talk between the character and between the items and the rocks. So now we're gonna send a message telling it that okay, we are chopping, we are basically hitting a rock here or a copper. So because of that, we import the interface. I don't think so. We only have the chop. So before we start importing, we go to class settings, and we have the BPI item bind birch, and we're gonna add BPI copper interaction and the rock interaction. Please don't crash. Got really bad habit of crashing. I'm really injured recently. So I added the copper, and now BPI, I'll add the rock. Okay, so now these are the interface that we imported into our main character, and because of that, target gonna be the closest, not birch, the closest copper in this case. Okay, good night. Don't remember to watch the videos and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. So closest birch, we're gonna get the closest copper. Closest copper component. but instead it's calling the chop purge. So we need to call the mine rock, mine copper, basically. Mine copper message. You see it here in the interface. So this one, mine copper. We have the instigator. We get the instigator. I don't know why is this instigator thingy exists in life, but if I don't do it, sometimes it doesn't work, which I really don't understand. What is it? If somebody understand it, please let me know. Closest copper item. Add it here. Pine tree health. Print tree health. So now we are talking about the printers. We need to create a printer here. Print tree health. Bye. Print tree health. We duplicate it. We call print. Gonna make print copper. No, just print rock health. Because I can consider copper, rocks, gold, and all this as a rock, you know, even though it's really crap to call it the same name, but I'm lacking imagination at this moment. So, and what is this? The printers are booleans. So instead of every time I have to go and print, add like if I want to debug something and I want to see the health, if it's the health of the tree is going down, instead of go to find it inside the code and add a print and find the nodes for the health of the tree and link it for me to see it in the debugging system, I just add it there and I toggle it on and off with those printers here. So for example, if I want to see the action state here, let me first delete this one because this one's making all kinds of troubles. And just go here and here. And this one. So now if I, for example, go in here to the print action state, I'll activate it. Now when I see, now we have on top the, give me the action state that the character is in. So if I hold an axe, a pickaxe, it becomes mining. You see on top of on the left. If I pick up the axe, become chopping. If I move the axe, become navigation. If I pick up like there's no sword, I don't have it in the inventory, it will become combat. So this is basically printers in order for me to easily print a result for debugging. So here I call the mine copper. So I send a message to activate the mine copper. So if we go to the copper, not BBI, the copper blueprint that is attached to the foliage, go here to the 3D assets, right? No, environment, blueprint, sorry, trees. So we have the, let's see, we have the copper, let's put copper. This is blueprint, copper interaction. Maybe copper interaction, this is blueprint interface, this is the blueprint of the copper interaction. So now, event mine copper. So you see, this thing is not activated until we activate it from here. So now here we send the message that, bro, let's mine the copper. In the copper itself, blueprint of the copper, it will take the damage because we here already set the damage. This one, the range of the damage, so the random damage that we had based on the lock. And we get the instigator, which is the AO here, our character, and we get the copper item and the health, which is which item. So because in the foliage you have shit tons of trees and shit tons of rocks. So this item integer is the one that tells you this item is the one that got hit, which we identify it here by finding the closest one, this one, that it came after we have trace and we decided which one is the closest, and we get this one. So now we have everything here. The health of the rough instance. Instance. Yeah. Let's equal. I guess I did this one before. Transformation, the rock location, and the snakes and everything happens now. Okay. And spawn actor BP damage display. This one, the close burst rotation. I need to remember what is it. This copper item rotation. So this one, lots and damage. What is PP damage? Ah, this is the widget. The widget that shows the number, like the small number, how much I... Yeah, I totally forgot about this one. So here, if unlucky, you will have the name unlucky. Day animation, destroy actor. Yeah, this is stays the same. Nothing changes with this one. It's just you take the damage and you take the luck, and knows what the what do you call it, the number to spawn. So all this to the mining copper. Now if the rock is closer, that means we're gonna mine the rock. So here we have, is it pine or actor? But I don't have the actor. Again, this one we don't have the actor. Is if a log or something closer, AO chopping montage. Or a stump or log that is higher than, yeah, this one is for the fail. This is the chopping fail. So we leave this till the end. Chopping pine log, chopping pine stump. I don't need this whole thing. And I don't need this one. So basically what we have here is either the copper is closest, then we mine the copper, or the rock is closest, then we mine the rock. Mining. But you have another thing. This is, we said, in case the tier is 2, which is mean in case we are holding a copper. In case we're holding tier 1, which is stone axe, it doesn't matter if the copper is closer than the rock. We're just gonna mine the rock, because why to hit something and you choose to hit the one that's unhittable? So yeah. And now we're gonna do this exact same thing instead for the rock. This is chopping dust, mine location. I'm just gonna make rock here. And I'm not gonna explain anything now. I'm just gonna replace it. Item location. Now closest rock component, and you make sure here there is rock preview, rock interaction, closest rock item, from the closest item, and closest rock item here, and change the closest item here. AO, adjusting AO location and rotation, and this is the closest rock item location. You'll have it, you'll end up with the location and the rotation, but I'm not gonna use the rotate, not gonna change the location. I'm gonna keep it as it is, as we said, but I'm gonna keep it in case there's something wrong. Capsule, and this one I'm gonna get the get actor location instead. This one instead of the components. Okay, hitting same item, walk and blah blah blah. Let's go chop pine. Instead of chop pine, you're gonna mine rock. Mine rock. I'm gonna first of all gonna take it from this closest rock component, and from here I'm gonna send a message. Mine rock. Okay. Here and here. Get instigator. Get damage. Closest pine, no, closest rock item. And print rock health. That's cool. Here and here. Delete this. Okay. Here. Then here spawn the what's the name? Oh, the damage display, yeah. Lock on this, and you put it on the rock item location. You have it. Okay. Now if it's tier 1, so just mine the rocks, and from there, this is in case we failed. That means in case I have a tier 1 axe and I'm hitting a tier 2 mine. Well, a tier 1 pickaxe, I'm hitting a tier 2 rock. So in this case, I have to fail. So, yes, not then mine the rock. Yes, mine the copper. So now in case of hitting, not burst string, in case hitting copper or stem log that is higher than tier 1, load the not the chopping fail, AO mining fail. Mining fail montage. So after you do that, rock hit. Where is it? If rock hit and we didn't, if we did the rock, no. Where is it? So if we hit the copper and not hit the rock, actor hit. I don't need the actors. Need this one, the actor, and it will work. This actor, it's about the stump thingy. Bring this one closer for OCD reasons. So if we hit a copper, but we didn't hit a rock, it's supposed to come from here, from there. So here, if it's tier 2, everything is cool. If it's rock or copper, we'll do it. We'll mine the rock or the copper. But if it's tier 1, let's start with this now. Well, it's true. If the tier is 1, true, and then you continue. Now we are tier 1. Or tier 2 with a false thing here. So I need to duplicate this probably. Here. This one is different than this because here it's already done. But here it should continue. It's tier 1. Okay, cool. You hit a rock. That's cool. But then we need to make sure that you hit a copper and you didn't hit a rock and you are tier 1, then you need to load the mining failed. Mining failed montage. Now I hope it won't crash because sometime when I open a montage, it always crashes. It did crash good. Do we have any notification here? Fail. So chopping fail. reset, yeah, reset chopping. So we should have reset mining, so we can reset the whole process all over, which is we started it from the top, right? No, there it is, reset mining. Then it's not mining. Yeah, we have the reset. Okay, let's add it. And reset mining. There it is. When you reach at the end of the hit, you reset your mining. Yep, this one means that you failed. So let's save everything and let's test the code. Bit of truth. Yeah. Ah, the rotation. We got a problem with the rotation. Ping. It rotated. Horrible. Now here I should fail. Why is making 2 hits? Now all kind of shit happening. Nothing spawn in its place. I should make sure that something spawn in its place, but okay. Too many errors. We will see. Now the debugging, mostly. Damn. The worst part. I really thought that it will just be smooth sailing, but it can be because I guess the problem is here. So it hits it and it hits it again. So that's regarding the thing. But I have the main problem that I can you know, it's not resetting. So if I press multiple times in the middle of it, I can restart the animation. Why is that? Success. Let's see the success mining. Compare it to the chop. This is for the trail, doesn't matter. You have the chopping animation hit. You have the mining animation. The mining hit notification. And we have the reset at the end notification, right? So with the mining, first we see we are in the mining. If it's true, is mining what is this default setting? It's false. It's true, it's plays the montage. Do I have a thing for the montage that we need to make sure that to do it? Say to stop all montage, maybe? Stop all montage, 0 montage length. It's not open. Okay, so it plays the montage. Then I press it again. It's still mining. Someplace there is the is mining. Hey Marvin, what's up? So here we set it, and here we set it. So let's see, there is chopping. So something that we missed. This chopping is everywhere. If the inventory is open or it is chopping, so if the inventory is not open and not chopping, then the movement will be normal. Yeah. So first of all, I need to adjust this to add is mining also to it. That's so the movement. I won't be able, I guess, to move while. So here, with the chopping, I stop and then I continue. But now in the mining, I can keep walking and sliding while mining. So that's why I need to stop the whole movement if I'm mining. And I'm doing that is add it here. Pin. And there you go. Chopping the next one the same. Add a pin and add is mining. Next, the same. Add a pin and add is mining. So basically this is up, down, left and right. I have to do each one, each direction. And I need to tell it that if I am mining, don't move. If I'm not mining, move. Basically, is mining. Add it here. Get. What the next one? Oh, what is this? Ah, this is the jump also. I cannot jump if I am mining. So and is mining, not boolean. So you can only jump if you are not mining. What else? I did this one. I did this one. Equipment, bro. So allow the character to move again by exiting the state of chopping in case the animation montage being interrupted before it reaches the end. And the anime notified it. So this is this thing. But I think this is only for equipping and not equipping. So now if I mine and I start mining while walking, I stop. Just good. If I'm jumping, I cannot mine. That's good also. But if I'm mining and the middle I changed, I will change it. So that's not good. For example, if I'm chopping and no, it also works. I don't know. Allow the character to move again, exiting the state by exiting, not exciting, exiting the state of chopping in case the animation montage being interrupted before it reaches the end and the device gets activated. Okay. I didn't quite understand it, but I guess it had to do with I think I found a bug if I was chopping and I hit the tree and then I called change the item, then something weird happened. So just to make sure that nothing like we definitely will not be able to mine or chop if we are changing the item. Yeah. Okay. What the next one get is chopping. Okay, so micro, let's see this one. Where is it? So we didn't like I didn't change this micro which is like similar to a function. So I added mining the state, but it's not here because I didn't add it to the system. So we have the state, if the state equal to the action state and the menu is not opening and it's not chopping and it's not falling after a jump and it's not mining, then I can. So now adding this here, it will allow me not to be able to mine in the middle of the animation. So it will wait until the animation finishes, then it will hit again. So I love when things are really organized in a way that I can figure out even after a while. Okay, so is chopping. So if it's is not chopping, not chopping, then you can continue. Okay, cool. Save. To make sure I was before doing the is chopping to see what else I used. I guess this is the last one, right? Chopping. So yeah, this is the last one. Now, if I am not wrong, I will, when I hit it, it will hit again. I want to be able to hit it again in the middle of the animation. So yeah, now I'm hitting and I'm waiting until, even though I'm pressing the mouse, but yet it's not chopping until it's over, which is cool. Now I need to fix the fail problem and the location problem. Today I'm rotating toward that way. I'm here. Yeah, it only sees the other side. So if I come here, now it won't work because it's the same one. Now it's gonna rotate. Ew. Why is that? Some might say. My answer would be I don't know. But we should see. Yeah. All our issues are, where is the look at? Find the closest. First, let's fix the which way we are looking. Find the closest. No, we found the closest. Where is the rotate? Mining copper, it's here. Adjust AO rotation. Birch item? Yeah, I see, I didn't change this one. It's looking at the random birch. That's why it's rotating all with the same direction. So instead I need to put the copper item location. Oh man. Yeah. Copper item location, that's cool. This is for the copper, let's go for the rock and the rock location. So the rock was all right. Only the copper was messed up. Yeah. Now if I hit it here, but it's not changing its rotation. It's not looking at it. Did it rotate? No, it's removing it with one hit. Now we can use the printers. Print rock. So we need to print the health of the rock to see what's happening. So health 77. 16. Mm. Until 7. 24. 6. 8. 20. 15. 16. I mean, this is how it's supposed to be normally. 20. 61. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. Tier 1. Yeah, if a tier 1 and you are hitting a copper, then whatever. If it falls, then hit the rock. It's pretty cool, this one. So I guess this will solve the double hit when you fail. So here, the lower tier. No, didn't solve it. So this is index 5, okay. The index of this one, 3. This one is okay. The index of this, 2. This one's okay. Now, what is this? Now, this is index 3 also? Why you are sharing the same index? This is the problem, they are sharing the same index. Well, that would be a huge problem if I have foliages are sharing the same index for no specific reason. That can't be. Why would they do that? The whole idea of my system is find the proper index of each one of these. So if they are sharing the same index, then I'm screwed. Okay. There it is. Please don't share the same index. Not too much. Density is 0. This one was 0. So one was 0. Again, 0. Yeah, but 0 different type. Yeah. So this one is from 6. So is it a fluke in Unreal Engine that gave it the same? No, see? Or this one already hit it. Already hit these. I'm gonna try it again. This. Good. Ah, 2. This one sharing the same index. Damn it. This one also. This one. 3 sharing the same index. 4 sharing the same. Maybe before the maybe before I destroy the actor, I reset its health to 100 and then destroy that. In this case, even if it shared the same index, it would be like, yeah, bro, share the same index, but now I'm 100. Yeah, that would be a nice hack. Yeah, let's see. Let's apply this and do it on the mining first, and then we can apply for the trees. Because I guess I also found out at one point that the trees are acting weird, like sometimes they are destroyed super fast. So this might be the thing. Yep, let's go to the VB. Trees. I might call it trees, but you need to put it in rocks. Anyway, BP copper shaking, no. Let's see, copper. Copper interaction. Yes. So remove instance. If the receive copper location from AO. Remember what I did. So mining here, and then if health is the damage is less than the health of the foliage, this is goes to the you receive the copper location for AO, and then I'm gonna set health. Yeah, set health 100 and delete it. What the health is? Set health to 80. And delete it. and remove it. I guess I cracked it. Here also the same thing. This health is 80. Also health 80 on the rock. Why everything is 80? Should it be 80? Yes. Made a list for it. In 1890. Yeah, so this one is actually 80, the rock, but that one gonna be 90. 80. For the BP copper, this one gonna be 90. Same as you. It's not gonna happen. It's not rotating to what the rotation is like onces. I just need to make sure that none of these disappear from one hit. It did disappear. Okay. In space. Space. And well, this is the health, and this is the health minus. Compile. Now let's see. And we make it last for really long time. Duration 60. For me to see everybody's for me. The array. This index. Structure. Structure just got health in it. I was trying to add different stuff to the structure of the tree, so basically you just gonna see the health. Which is, I don't care at the moment. So I have the array and I just need to, from the array to get the health of it. Break foliage interaction, you'll end up with health and put space, h space, and then add this one and around it, integer, and throw it here. Look, it's shown. Yeah, make it longer. $60. not D. Caps lock. Okay, fine. No, not caps lock. If I press B, you'll do this thingy. So I press B. Yeah, because I need to be holding this one. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this one aside in case I want to reuse it. There's a problem here. Gonna go for second. I'll be back. Back. So just want to add the item will be dropped. Maybe tomorrow I'll fix the double hit for the unsuccessful mining. Let's first go to the chopping, not the chopping here. Environment. Yes, it's meshes. Was the trees? No, it's need to be environment BP. Yeah. So you have the shaking and you have the bind physics or the stomp. Which one of those, if you hit it, it will spawn an effect and spawn an item. We have stomp animation. I don't need all of these. Event chop stomp pine. I don't care about that. Health is 0. Spawn the lock. Oh, this is the effects. The stomp get word location, and you release the BB item, which is wood, and then you destroy the actor. So yeah, I need to copy these. focus on the copper now. So in the copper in the construction, the health is set on create array with all rocks instance inside the foliage system, and make sure to set up all rocks health to 100, or in my case 90. Now you set it up. Prevent here in case you're still deployed. You shake it and whatever. Here in case it's been destroyed, you will have this. Take this one. Spawn actor. The actor, who was it? The blueprint. So I copy this one. I'll go here. Hope I can paste it. Not here, sorry. Here. There's the health. Has dropped down. Copper shake. Blah blah blah. These and things. Everything is cool. Okay. Let's try actor because we're gonna remove instance because this is an instance inside the foliage system. So it's not an actor. As we said, we reset to 90. Maybe I can reset the health before you receive the copper location for AO. Send the rock location instance to AO so it can turn toward the instance. Okay. I'm gonna set the health right off the bat here. Like this. Okay. I set the health, I reset it basically. And then here, I don't want stone. Target itself. Yeah, remove instance. We have the location. This is the location, basically, that you break it from getting it from the instance that we are here, that we are in. So I don't need this. I'm gonna take the location from this. Out. Forget about this for a while. Bring these here. Clear out and put it here. So lock transformation. What this lock transformation is. So yeah, this is the effect. Back to the copper. So we release the effect here. Glad that I saved. Saving now every 5 seconds. Because yesterday it was killing me with all those horrible crashes. Not sure if the voice good quality. I guess it's crap quality as usual. Cancel. So go back to AO. I need this one for sure. And I need the environment, BP, trees. Not stum. I think I need the pine physics. This is the pine physics. Inside it, I have a better. So basically, it's the same. Here I made it to spawn 3 items. When you chop a log, it spawns 3 pieces of wood, which is that's what we're probably gonna do. Not. Hmm. Let's see how that would be. For now, this is the BB item. Yeah, the BB item is as it is. You just decide what you're gonna put inside it, so we're good already. Bring me back this trees. I'm gonna change it to rocks, basically. BB interaction. So we are working on this one, and then not the stump, all the world or whatever. We're just gonna spawn transfer. Yeah, maybe we'll keep it this way. We'll add 50 to it. Reroute. Add 50. Well, that's weird. Lights looks like. I'll do something. Here. Reroute. Now it will work. Okay. And EA copper. So I'm gonna spawn a copper here. And after all that, I will remove instance target itself. Come on, baby. Come minus 130. Oh my god. Not removing itself. Why? Yeah. So here. I didn't link this one with this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Sorry. Now let's try it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The item. Nice. Oh, I need to spawn 3 items instead of this tiny one. Yeah. I like it. I even like the texture. Now I need to spawn 3 of them. Okay, let me first delete this crap here. Find physics, all these. Yeah, delete these, but this one maintain it here. And you're gonna go up here. Here. And here. So I don't need this thing. Let's organize stuff. No. And pull everything down. And you're gonna go up. These, and these here. So extend it this way. This can come here. Cool. Okay. So this is the effect. Is the effect okay, or should I scale it? I think I should scale it. Do I have a controller for scaling the effect? Yeah. I don't think it's scaled. Ten. Yeah, it'll destroy. It's not scaled. Put 0. I don't see this variable affecting anything. So I need to scale it from the actual effect. So I need to make another effect special for the rock. Yeah, suppose. So regarding the items, I'm gonna spawn 3 of them. Two. And 3. And this one here. We destroy it after. Okay. So this one gonna be 200 minus, where is it? Here out. Zero, zero. Here out. Minus 200. Minus 200. 200 and 200. Let's see. I have 3 of them spreaded. And what is 200? Are they very far from each other? Yeah. They're flying. Ah, the minuses was down and the pluses was up. So that's not cool. So which one X and which one Y? Problem here. So Z is up. So I just X and Y. That's why I thought that the Z is already covered. Okay. Can I increase it 50? It's 0. 50. This is the pine. Don't mess up the pine. This is the copper. So this one definitely always here. I have 0 here, minus 200, 250, 200, and 250. Why 250? Don't ask. Let's see. I guess it will be too much. 250. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So. $100 minus 50. $100 50. $0.50 minus 15. 0. 50. 100. Okay. They are on the damn straight line, which yeah, okay, so You just be 50. And you be like 5. You be like 10. Let's see. It's 50. Let's change the health to 1. And 10 minus 50. 20. Minus 40. 30. Let's see what that will make us. This so far. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one that's messing things up. Maybe this one should be 70. Yeah, oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. Now we have these items that make them a little bit. Some of them are higher. Make this one 50. This one's 20. Too high. 30. 10. 20. Yeah, that's it. Hello, Said. I just finished the chopping system. First, now I can increase the health to 90. Said or Sayed? Yeah, everything's good. I feel very productive. So I almost finished the mining system. And here they are. The copper ores, which is cool. I just need now to do the same thing for the rock. And I need to fix. It's kind of good though. Look, I don't know. Saide. I love how the birds flies here. I still like every once in a while I just take a stroll in the wilderness here just to see this effect that I made. And I'm really proud of it. Looks very beautiful. So you're like, ooh, and I should start working on the sound effects. Beautiful stuff. Yeah. And now we have the mining. But I need to make a better effect than this. This effect is for the trees, so I need to make one specially for the rocks. The game is an RPG, farming RPG with a little bit hack and slash, similar to Cult of the Lamb. So it's got the RPG element, which is the overall story, where you can farm and chop wood and stuff like that, and craft your items, and then you'll have puzzles that you solve, and mostly the puzzles you need to go through them first to go through a dungeon, then you reach a puzzle, and then you solve this puzzle, you fight a boss, and then you get an item that helps you to craft the thing that will unlock a new part of the map, and so on, and you keep advancing this way until you uncover the whole story. And there's NPCs that you can take quests from them, and the story is like a kid that lost with no memory, a sole survivor with no memory in a post-apocalyptic world that only inhabited by robots that mostly ignores you. It's kind of Eden kind of vibe, maybe, when it comes to the overall character surrounded by robot. Instead, but the robot's gonna be stupid, so there's gonna be all humor. Uh, like a drunken coffee machine. So you have a coffee machine that keeps drinking alcohol and it's just drunk. So this kind of funny character, Potato King, controls all the potato in the world, and got like Grim Fandango slash Monkey Island kind of dialogue humor. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. You can join my Discord and follow me on and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check my devlogs, and I have Patreon page. Anybody wants support. And I guess I've done today. It's been 2 hours and a half, and it's almost midnight. So thank you everybody for watching, and to those who stuck with me all over the stream, I really appreciate it. So I hope that you saw my process. How is it? And I'll continue tomorrow probably at the same time. I tried to learn Blender, but it was just I had too much work, so to add an extra layer of learning new software, so I stuck with the Maya. I'm working Maya 26, and yeah, I'm back to it. It's just too much effort to switch now at this point to Blender. I'm already trying to learn new stuff every time when I work on Unreal Engine. So to add an extra layer of complexity by adding a software that I didn't not used to it at all, and facing all the problems that you can get with the new software. So I'm just sticking with Maya. So hopefully we can continue conversation tomorrow. Now here it's midnight, so I usually start at 9 or 10. So see you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.